Hey guys, welcome back to Modest Lifestyle. If you are new here, my name is Modesta. Do well to join the family if you haven't. My returning subscribers, the Modest Nation, I see you. Thank you for your massive love and support. It's a reaction video. So today we have our celebrity YouTubers on the table. Yeah! We'll be talking about the past relationship between Marowa and Wode before things went sour. On Marowa's side, because from my own judgment, in my own opinion, Wode hasn't changed. He's not a saint. Okay, he's not a saint. I am a reactor and I judge according to what I have seen here. Videos, relationship, blah, 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 blah. So that's how I'm judging my own, okay? I've not actually met both of them to actually say that, oh, this person gave me this vibe or that person gave me that. I came across this video Wode had with Marowa 3 years ago. It was an interview. I'm going to react based on that because while I was watching this video, I love to read comments, okay? So I went under the comment section and someone dropped this comment. So let's read this comment before I start the proper reaction. Hey! So this person actually drew my attention to something that pushed me and I said, you know what? Let's talk about this. This person said, why you lie on that guy's channel just a week ago? He never wanted to meet you. Why do you lie? And another person said, this interview, Wode never played you, as you said in your interview with Kuniru King. And you guys had a nice time. So, I don't understand the beefing. Please, Marowa, just be humble. And God will lift you up above your expectation. Hey! I said, okay, let's actually digest and dissect this video.
Good evening to each and everyone out there. It's your boy Mr. Ghana Baby once again. Today I got a very special guest, one of Africa's top YouTubers. He is one humble guy I've ever met in my entire life. I know you guys don't know who I'm talking about, but this guy is really famous, and not just in Africa, also in Southern America. He travels a lot, bro. Like, I know he even inspires me a lot. Most of my traveling that I've been doing these days, I see this guy as my biggest inspiration. Good to see you, bro. Man, good to see you. Yeah, man. I've been.
So Wode interviewed Marowa. They met in Addis Ababa in Ethiopia, okay? They had AU kind of meeting for YouTubers. In this same video, Marowa confessed that before he started his own YouTube channel, he has been watching Wode. So what does that tell you? Wode started before him. So it's not even about that. It's not about who started first, because somebody can start YouTube channel today, and the person is above everyone. So it depends on so many factors. We all know that. But what I'm saying is the fact that Wode saw Marowa as an inspiration, as someone he looks up to, as someone that motivates him to keep moving, as someone that has done a lot for Africa and his country, and even outside Africa. Can you see what I'm saying? And this same person, years after, this thing happened 3 years ago, this person, years after, is now claiming, went to another show, Kuniru King. I don't know who is that. It must be a Kenyan show or something. And went there and lied against Wode. Now, can you guys see the genesis of all this wahala? We will call it in Nigeria. Can you see the genesis of all this problem? Let's continue watching.
Watching you for like, let me say, 2 years roughly?
Yeah, 2 years.
2 years roughly. 2 years roughly. I've been watching you, and I can't believe that we are here on one video, man.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's really crazy.
I got a lot of questions that I want to ask you, and I want you to tell me, first of all.
Actually, we are in Addis Ababa, Ethiopia.
Yes.
It's an African Union thing.
African YouTube Union.
Yeah. 50% of my things I have there are people send me those things. Yeah. So when I was growing up, things like shoes I didn't have. And I know people who like we grew up with can testify. My first shoes were plastic shoes. Actions expresses priorities. You know what you really want in your life, really what you really want, your action will express that.
Exactly.
Yeah. If you want to go to school and pass your exams, then your action, what you're doing towards achieving that goal will really express. Yeah. So YouTube for me is like my financer. But before YouTube became my finance, I used to work like any.
My question here is, from what our brother Marowa is saying, your action speaks louder than words. Your action expresses what you really want. It's not about just talking. When you do, our people will say, you put your mouth in what is of interest to you, okay? Or you only want to eat what you feel that you want. Your eyes will eat first. So your action expresses your needs. Your action expresses your ambition. It expresses exactly what you want to achieve in life. No, now I'm asking myself, Marowa, your action these days, does it really mean that this is what you want for your fellow brother? Your actions these days, does it mean that this is how you want your career, your YouTube career to go? Bringing so much hatred, bringing so much enmity, bringing so much division, bringing so much anger, bringing arrogance into your life. Is this what you want just because of YouTube growth? Actually, Wode expresses that you have inspired him, that he looks up to you. So I'm asking myself this question now. Why the problem? Why do you have to feel that Wode is not happy for you? Why do you have to feel like Wode is claiming what he is not? Why do you have to feel this way? I'm asking myself. Why do you have so much anger in you? Even this girl, what is her name? Shama, the girl that took Marowa around Sri Lanka somewhere, the air hostess, that people are rumoring that he wants to marry this girl. Of course, the girl is an Indian. I said it even when Black Beauty made the reaction that Indians likely will not marry non-Indians. I'm not saying, I've seen a Nigerian that married an Indian girl. Of course, they are Westerners. This Indian girl is not like originally from India. I'm not saying that Indians don't marry non-Indians, but it's very rare. Like, if you look at the percentage, it's very low. So this girl even said it in one of their conversations that Marowa was upset. Like, if they have appointment and she's late even for 1 minute, that Marowa gets upset. And Marowa was like trying to defend himself. That no, I'm not upset. I'm just built like that. I have to work with time. In Europe, if you are late for 1 minute and you are to use train, the train will leave you. You know, he was trying to cover up. If this girl who came very close to Marowa can notice this thing, this anger thing in Marowa, who am I? Me, that is very far away from him. Even though we got the hits with all the threats, with all the name calling. You can call me any name, but you can never shut me up. You also said something that interests me. You said that the greatest motivation is when you can move your hand, you can talk when you are alive. You don't give an excuse because, oh, people are not watching me, I'm not getting views, people hate me, people are not supporting me. You are also preaching. So whatever name you and your gang or your followers have called us, it will not stop us. It will not quench our light actually. You said it here, guys. I'm going to get to that side. Let's continue listening.
I had a routine of going to work like 8 hours a day. But what I used to do is I had a vision, like I really wanted to do YouTube like as a full-time. Okay. But you know, when you're starting, you can't have money from YouTube. Okay. So what I used to do is when I used to work, I used to save money and also do YouTube. At the back of my mind, I knew like this job one day will end. This job maybe one day the boss will die and everything will crumble. Or one day the boss will just say, you know what, we don't like you anymore, please, we want to say bye. Okay. So I did YouTube for 1 full year with no pay, 0 pay. 1 full year, and I used to upload videos like I think 3 videos a week. But After 1 year, that's when I received my first pay, which was like, I would be very honest with you, like $1,300 after a year. That means on average I was getting like maybe $102 a month. Yeah. But after that first pay, that's when I realized, come on, actually YouTube can stand by me, like it can be that job I really dreamt of. And the other thing is I was chasing for freedom, you know. I wanted to be like a free bird, like the life I'm living right now, like I can wake up here, sleep anytime, do anything I want, like with no those specific rules, you know.
Alright.
Yeah.
Do you know that a lot of young Africans out there see you as an inspiration? Because I read comments on my channel every day. People are like, oh, what am I like what you do and I love Marowa, please meet Marowa. You know, Marowa, what are you going to tell people out there who see you as an inspiration, they love what you do?
I must give it to him. He's an intelligent guy, okay? Even though he's very stupid these days. He's very intelligent. So he's trying to share his struggle here, what he went through before he actually started depending on YouTube. We all go through that. Like, if we're going to calculate, it's also like a motivation to people that are still starting, like us. If you are going to look at the effort, the amount of effort, or the amount of time or money we put on YouTube as a motivation, then we will really be demotivated. Because if you are not yet there, like getting organic people to watch you, support you, play your ads, you are not making anything. You might even be looking, just have a look at it. Each 1,000 view will give you like $10. And again, it depends on the CPM. So how many of us even get that 1,000 view per video? Okay, then you calculate it, and then calculate the amount of time and money you put. So he is right on this one. I agree with him. It takes a lot of hard work to make it alright.
Man, I should tell you this as an African, or not only African, actually I influence like globally, but I know many Africans directly associate with me. So what I'll say is, number one, never like limit yourself in terms of how you think.
Good.
Saying like, you know, my dad is poor, or my dad died, or my mom is not there. Like, you see, all those men, those are all factors that should give you a motivation in life. For me, I always say my biggest motivation is being alive. Like, if I can move my hand like this, if I can see you, if I can read, if I can talk, I can jog, I can walk. For me, that's the biggest motivation, and it's actually priceless. So if you can do those things, like moving, eating with no problem, then there's nothing you can do in this world. There's actually nothing. All you need to do is just concentrate on that one thing, give it the energy it needs, show your priorities by just giving it more energy, and do it over and over again. You don't need validation. You don't need people to say, oh, I like your videos, or you don't need people to say like, oh, you know, I think you're the best of the. You don't need that, because when you are starting, when nobody knows you, nobody's commenting.
Nobody's commenting.
Yeah.
Nobody's even liking.
Nobody even is liking. So you're only alone, and maybe your neighbors or your close friends. So when you're starting something, is you have to do something beyond just thinking of what other people will think.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day is, if you really care about what people think all the time, those people don't think like you. Maybe you want to succeed, but for them, they look at an average life. For them, they just want to, you know? Yeah.
What I want to say is that I'm the biggest fan, bro.
Oh man, me too.
I'm really your biggest fan.
I watched you on my long time ago.
I'm your biggest fan, and I can't believe that we are here today. You know.
Yeah, to be honest, before even, before I started my YouTube channel, I used to watch Wodomaya's YouTube channel. And actually he used to have 2 YouTube channels. Even I was telling him, he was surprised. Like, oh, how did
before I started my YouTube, I used to watch Wodemaya. He has 2 YouTube channels. You heard it from Marowa. You heard it from the horse's mouth. Anyway, guys, I just basically wanted to share this because people will always think that maybe there's a big factor, like a big thing between these 2 guys, or all this Tigress, the Mwango, Marowa issue with Wodemaya. Nothing. What I see here is absolutely jealousy. Jealousy is what is smelling here. jealousy. Oh, and that's the problem we have in Africa. Oh, he's climbing too fast. Oh, he thinks he's everything. Oh, he thinks he's the only one. No, 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 no. He can't take all the credit for all of us. Be doing what we are doing. This life is like a fan that rotates, you know. It will rotate this side and rotate this side, rotate this side. That's why we shouldn't look down on anybody. Because you might see someone today, the person might be up there. Before you know it, the person is on the floor. And the person is on the floor will be up. So, if you are climbing, stay humble and remember people that are on the ground, because when you fall, you will meet them there, and they are the ones that will support you. This is life. There's nothing to be envy about. There's nothing to be jealous about all these things. You started from nothing, started over 1 year without earning anything. Exactly something that all of us, if you're a YouTuber, you can relate with. Nothing, zero pay. Even sometimes you share your own video to WhatsApp group, Facebook, family member, work colleagues. Like what Marowa said, he needed that freedom, because even 9 to 5 job, sometimes you'll be asking yourself, why must I be controlled like this? You don't have choice but to wake up certain time. You don't have choice but to take permission to do certain things. You don't have choice but to follow rules and regulations. You don't have choice. You don't basically like. So he needed that freedom, and the only thing that could give him that kind of freedom is this platform. Finally, when you got the freedom, you are still not satisfied. When somebody drops a small comment like this or react on your video, you start calling the person out, calling the person demon, calling the person names, because you feel like you are a traveled vlogger, you have traveled the world, and you thought that everybody would be able to afford the same. No. Others are here to react. Others are here to do other stuff that they can do. Recently, we lost a travel vlogger in Nigeria. May his soul rest in peace. Ebo Media. I remember when he had collaboration in Ebo State with Helen's Corner. Shout out to you. I remember watching him. That was when I subscribed to his channel. This guy, all he does is to showcase Nigeria, especially eastern part of Nigeria, Enugu, Anambra, Imo. After his shooting, he was going back to his house and he was killed by the kidnappers. So what does that tell you? Vanity upon vanity. This life is short for us to be envious about each thing, little things. For us to be jealous of each other. Now, this is his YouTube channel. Except if the family will decide to either continue where he stopped, or they might decide to sell it or something. Ebo is gone. His soul is the only thing that he has now. And I will always remember each time he's making a post, he will say Kodi. Kodi in my language is till then, see you then. He's gone. Kodi, Kodi, Kodi. Now, till then, really. After I saw how this guy was killed, he posted not long ago, 2 weeks ago, he dropped a video on his channel. Just to make a content. The same kind of video our brothers are doing, Marowa, Wode, and the rest of them, Steve, Ndoku, Tayo, Aina, the same kind of stuff they do. What does that tell you? Without this life, we are nothing. We have to be very careful how we treat one another. Very important.